Here's the Beef PEP program is a program that what it does is a partnership between Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, producers, as well as their veterinarians, and to really develop a whole herd health plan and management plan for those operations. And over the years, we've identified a number of herds and producers, ranchers that we've worked with, and really made some tremendous impact in their operations. One of the operations that we were working with over in East Texas had some fertility problems. The calf crop, percent calf crop, as you can see on the right side of this chart, is they were just under 70% pregnancy rate. Did a lot of testing within the herd. We looked at disease, we looked at nutrition. The producer said that they were testing the bulls and they were doing fertility exams on the bulls. We looked at a lot of things. Couldn't figure out what the problem was. Then by chance, we figured out that in the fertility testing those bulls, they were only doing motility. They were not doing morphology. So we went back in there and actually looked at morphology on those bulls, and a good portion of his 12 or 14 bulls in that herd failed morphology. And so there were some challenges there. And so he brought in some new bulls. Ended up, we went from a 69.9% calf crop all the way up to 81%, which is still below what we deem as acceptable, but it was certainly a much greater percent. You can see the calving percentage was 76.2%. Calving loss was the same. Our weaning percentage ended up being 72.8%. So there was a full 10% difference there. As you can see, as we go down to looking at the pounds of weaned calf, the average for that herd, and the difference in pounds produced there, we put in a market value of those calves. So the total value of the increased pregnancy percentage, because of that 52.6 additional pounds per cow in that herd, ended up had an $81.56 economic value there. The cost associated with testing the bull, breeding soundness exam, and the cow to bull ratio and the gathering fee ended up, if you divide all that out, the net revenue increase when you factor in the cost associated with testing, subtract that from the additional revenue because we increased our pregnancy percentage, and there was a $77 per head revenue increase. So a tremendous amount. One head, additional pregnancy, or moving that pregnancy from 69 to 81% in this particular herd, had a tremendous value per cow. So there is a lot of value in properly testing these bulls. Another disease that Dr. Haregroves visited with you about, and just wanted to mention it as we're talking about fertility in bulls, is to consider testing your bulls for trichomonas, or trichomoniasis. And it's important to test those bulls if you are in a high-risk area or in a high-risk herd. It's a sexually transmitted disease. Biosecurity is important, and strategic testing and management. Dr. Haregrove talked to you quite a bit about that and has covered this, so we just wanted to hit on it and talk about that it may be a strategy when you're fertility testing bulls to go in and do a trick test on those bulls as a disease surveillance process.